So we're gonna be making kimchi stew tonight. Just ignore all the vegetables on the counter. So I have oil in here and I have onions and garlic. So the oil's been heating for a little bit. And you always brown your onions first. So it goes into the pot. Can you see? And this is on medium heat. It's already 9:03, but I wanted to make something for dinner. So we have leftovers, but I've been craving kimchi stew. So this is a way better angle. So yeah, I've been cooking the onions for like maybe 2 minutes, stir occasionally, and then just throw in the garlic. I rough chopped it. And this is just how I like to make kimchi stew. I don't know if this is like the correct way or whatever, but this is how I like to make it. So yeah, you cook the onions and garlic for maybe 1-2 more minutes. And then look at this kimchi. It's homemade from one of my aunties. And she gave us this huge jar of kimchi. So you just slice that up, cut it up. So you cut up the kimchi, and I think I'll use about however much this is. And you're gonna put it into the pot. And just saute it so that it doesn't smell like or taste raw. Maybe, I don't know how long. But then I'm gonna add just the spices that I like, so garlic powder, this has the kimchi, black pepper, and I eyeball everything. I don't really measure anything, so onion powder, and so that's it for now, and then you just serve. Okay, now it's been sauteing for maybe like 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna add my water, and just add however much soup you want. So I'm gonna add like 2 bowls maybe. Yeah, let me this one. So then I don't know if I'm doing this in like the correct order or what, but I have more chicken bouillon and put that in, and I just eyeball everything back, so however much that is. And then I have fishy sauce, and maybe like that. And this was Denancy, which is like a tremolo hot pepper paste. Yeah, so this is tremolo Denancy. The brand that we have right now is Kuduku Denancy, which means crazy Denancy. And it's just hot pepper paste, but I put water in it because there wasn't that much left. So it's just a pepper paste, but you know, put that in there because we like spicy. It looks like that. And then this is just how I make it. I'm gonna put shoyu, however much that is, and gochujang. So it looks like this. It's Korean hot pepper paste, I think. So I got a smaller one because this one's more fresh. But yeah, I'm gonna put, I don't know how much I put. Maybe like this. And just stir it in. It's very like sticky. So I've been watching, like I love watching YouTube videos and TikTok videos on like people's what I eat in a day, what I ate in a week, and just like vlogs of just, I don't know, random stuff. So this like pretty sour. So I don't know, maybe like a tablespoon. And then sugar. Just a little. It feels kind of weird. Okay. And then we'll mix. Let's see how this tastes. I think I'm gonna add a little more gochujang and shoyu and fish sauce and white vinegar. Yeah, so I just put more gochujang. I don't know if adding any of these things like super makes a difference, but I just like my food to be like flavorful, you know? So I'm gonna add more dinancy. Okay, so I added whatever else. I just wanted to show you that this is a type of dinancy. This is coconut milk dinancy. The one that I put in was just straight like hot pepper dinancy. Yeah, so there's a bunch of different kinds. This was what the tofu is in. And we're gonna add tofu. This is firm tofu. I've seen it with like soft tofu, or just use whatever tofu you have on hand. And then, yeah, so we're gonna mix it and then cover it and bring it to simmer. Okay, so it's been simmering for maybe 5-10 minutes. Now I'm going to add bokchoy. And these I tried it earlier, so it's spicy. These will shrivel or wither. So that. And then I'm making a little pocket so I can cook my eggs. But it's not really working. So yeah, if you want to cook eggs in your soup, you just get them, you crack them all in a bowl. I just learned this like 1 minute ago on TikTok. And then yeah, so if you want to cook your eggs in your soup, depending how you want it, or not depending how you want it, what am I saying? So you're just gonna gently place the eggs in there. I don't know how that, let's see how that turns out, but yeah, you cook them for like 4 to 5 minutes if you want the center to be runny. So we'll see how they turn out in 45 minutes. They're like buried in the bottom. Okay, now it's all done and the egg cooked like this. It's like over medium, but it's kind of like a push egg. So yeah, this is kimchi stew. Yum.